All right, what's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Jumping in real quick. Um, sorry, I got All right, sorry, got a message as soon as I go live. As soon as I go live, I always get messages and phone calls and customers. It's a good thing to get customers, but I always crack up because I could be sitting here for 2 hours with nothing going on. As soon as I go live, my phone starts ringing. I get text messages. A customer comes in. Um, but I wanted to talk about AMC, GME, and there's kind of like there's two types of investors, and not only two, but there's two type of investors that I'm talking about right now in AMC and GME. Right now, you have certain GME investors that just can't stand AMC. They think it's a diversion, et cetera, et cetera. And then you got the others that just hold both and are looking for a come up on either or both. Um, I think the issue comes in, because people are getting fed things by YouTubers or whatever the case is, and they don't do their own DD. They just go off of exactly what someone says. And you know, I've always stressed do your own DD, do your own research. To say that AMC is going to go out of business and bankrupt, to me, it just sounds crazy. I mean, you look at it, AMC has been in business since 1920. Movie theaters aren't going anywhere. They survived the pandemic. Fundamentally, things are getting better. You look at the movie slate coming out, you've got stuff loaded up for the rest of this year, 2025, 2026. They're even working on stuff for 2027 at this point. So AMC to me has proven that they want to stay in business. They want to improve the business. I mean, don't quote me on this, but I want to say a report came out that just the popcorn they released through Kroger, Walmart, Amazon, it showed a profit of over $8 billion since it's been released. So I mean, you're going into to a whole business right there that could survive. Plus, with doing the candies coming up and the movie distribution, the credit cards, all that stuff I always talk about. Combine that with the fact that movies are steadily and slowly coming back. They're not full force yet, but they are. They're coming back. You can see it. I'm not just saying that shit because I'm hopeful that they are. You can literally look at the movie slate. But with the popcorn industry that they're in and the popcorn profit that they made since they've come out with the popcorn, $8 billion profit, plus the other, distribution, all the stuff I mentioned already. That's why I believe fundamentally this play is worth more. People say that Cinemark, well, they're a different company. They have this going on. They don't have that. But they're still sitting at what? I don't know what they're at now, $17, $18 a share. And AMC has all these other side businesses going on that's under their same umbrella. They're making that same, it's bringing in money for the company, and you're sitting at $4 to $5 a share. So I don't look at it as AMC versus GME. I look at it AMC and GME, and there's opportunity for me to make money off of both. Fundamentally, I think both are in the right direction. I think there's a big community behind both, and they're both cult classic type things. I'm not calling us a cult, but cult classics. I mean, people love movies. People continuously gone to movies for years and years and years. GameStop, it's not going nowhere. They're I don't know, man. So to kind of be one of those people that's like, oh, you have to only be in GME, you can't be in AMC, or vice versa, which I don't hear a lot of that. I've never really heard anyone in AMC just be like, oh, GME, blah blah blah. There's no AMC elitist, if you will. So I don't know, man. I just think the whole narrative of fighting each other and going against each other is a division tactic for apes, retail investors in general. So, and that's been a topic of that I've talked about before. To win a war, you divide the army, right? Split them up, and that kind of seems like what it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I don't have anything against anyone that holds any share, really. To be honest, I don't know. I've never. I guess I'm just not a hater, man. I don't hate on people that invest in companies that they want to invest in. Invest what you want to invest in. So that's kind of it, man. I mean, there's not really much else to say. I really don't see the reason to fight each other over it, or the weird thing is I've gotten into some GME pages, some DD YouTubes, and I noticed that a lot of times if you mention AMC, suddenly you get attacked, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're shilling, or how much the hedge is paying you," and it's like, to me, that's just more paranoia than anything. I feel like yes, the hedgies and whoever is against and shorting against this play, I believe they do have people that do it, but I don't think that every person, even with AMC, when I say AMC and someone talks shit about it, I don't think every person's a shill or a lot of people are just trolling or just want to talk shit. So I mean, it's kind of a hard thing because you can't. Everyone who doesn't agree with you on your stock choice that you like, it doesn't automatically make them a shill or a troll. Yes, it could be possible, but not everyone's getting paid to push a different stock or whatever. I don't know, man. I feel like the fighting is just ridiculous over stocks. It's like we're treating it like you're in freaking rival gangs or mafias or some shit. Like, it's the same shit. Same algorithm, same everything. You if you're in one or the other and you've invested tons of money in it, you're going through the same thing that a person in the other stock's going through. You got the same stress of where your money is going. You got the same people against the stock or you, whatever, however you want to look at it. So, I mean, it should be more relatable instead of more hateable, So that's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. I just think it's a little, I don't know, man. There's a lot of other things you could stress out about in life, but fighting each other over what stock you hold or accusing anyone that holds a different stock than you as a shill is crazy. So just kind of go back into the charts here real quick. Where are we at? So we're on Tuesday. So the market is closed tomorrow. Someone says that we need to see a move by Friday close. Lots of things moving around in the market except the price. And this has been kind of the story behind it for a long time. It's kind of what people are fighting against. They want a fair market. They want their orders not to go to a dark pool. They want to go just direct to the lit market. You want to not be halted to benefit people shorting or collecting stuff, so it's just, there's just a lot of stuff that we really just, you kind of expect the unexpected in the market at this point, because there's a lot of good reason why certain stocks, especially AMC and GME, in my opinion, should be doing better than they are. And you can kind of look at, like, when there's good news and they drop, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like any other business, it's like, oh, great news, great earnings, having the best weekend, had the best year of our lives. We got, and I'm talking about AMC and GME. I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place. And then you got, GME, like, we got $4 billion in cash and no debt. Millions of investors putting money in every day, people supporting the company, the businesses, any way they can. Millions of people every day purchasing things to support that business, and the stock goes down. So, it can be frustrating and irritating, but I look at the bigger picture and I think, it gives me more time to add. And I've said it a million times. What's done in the dark always comes to light. So, That's why I hang on. I'm a buy and hold. I'm a buy and hold. I'm playing this. That's how I play this. Not every stock do I play it that way, but for me, AMC, GME, I got a couple others. It's just a buy and hold. It's almost like a long term hold for me at this point, unless it squeezes. If it doesn't squeeze, then yes, it is literally a long term hold for me at that point. Um, I ain't selling. Not until I see numbers I believe I should see. Could I be wrong? Yeah, of course. But there's just way too many things that go on, and I think a lot of us have seen so many glitches, so many mistakes. There's so much that you can't even really think of it all. Your brain gets scrambled. You think of one thing, and it's like, oh, remember this or remember that. So many things have happened in the last 3 years. I mean, it's almost on like a weekly basis. Something's going on, some sort of glitch or some sort of mistake. So, if you're watching, do me a favor, hit the like. Um, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. I'm trying to get those algos up, man. Um, but yeah, sorry, I'm trying to look at these Bollinger Bands. So yeah, we're going into tomorrow. Market's closed. Thursday, I anticipate a small bump up, but I don't think anything too crazy big. It would be nice to see a nice big run, but throughout the time in AMC specifically, I'm not talking about GME now, but in AMC specifically, I do believe personally, they're just going to try to shake people out, and who knows, maybe GME is the same way, and they're just going to keep doing what they've been doing. You're going to have a run up randomly, and then you're going to have a sell off, which I don't believe retail selling, but you know, if they put something in the dark pool and compress or suppress those orders, and then they release sell orders only, and however they do it, I don't know. Obviously, no way I can factually prove any of this. This is my thoughts, theory, entertainment, value shit for me. I do believe that it's up and down, up and down. They want real shares back. They want you to sell. They want to be able to, yo-yo it until you get out of it. And then, the thing is I believe the reason I buy and hold and don't sell, and this is my personal opinion, I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, that you can do whatever you like. But for me, I just feel like if I hold on to OG shares and I keep holding on to them, it makes it hard on them. But I feel like if I sell and buy back and average down like that, I feel like it gives them more time to kick the can down the road, which they still can't do that forever as well. But for me, and I'm not even I got a small amount of shares compared to a lot of people, but that's just my theory on it. That's how I play it. Doesn't mean that's how you should play it. I mean, it would be smart, I like the way I played GME for a while. If I played AMC and GME like that the same way, I would have obviously doubled what I made, because if you've been in this play long enough, you can watch the algorithm and you kind of got an idea. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Just be patient. At some point, you're going to be able to buy. At some point, you're going to be able to sell and then buy back in. And you don't have to worry about the wash sell rule, because you can wait to 30 days because it's just so semi-predictable, I guess. Ghost says, quad watching on Friday. Next run, I'm taking some profits. I didn't sell much on the last one. And that's totally, like I was just talking about that, but that's totally up to you, man. You can do, and I'm not against people doing that. I'm not against people making money. Do what you think is best for you. Maybe if I got 25% more shares than I have now, I might just play with some doing that same thing. But just the position I'm in, the size of shares I have, that's why I buy and hold. I couldn't say for sure if I didn't have 10,000 shares, I wouldn't be doing the same thing, dipping in and out. But for me, a few $100 isn't worth actually accidentally like missing out on something huger. And that's not to say I would never sell. Who knows? Something comes up and you have an emergency and you have to sell. You do what you do. You don't let people judge you on it, right? Like, you just make your own moves, and no matter what you do, someone's always gonna have something to say, anyways. You know what I mean? No matter what you do, I can sit here and say I'm buying and holding. Someone's gonna talk shit. I'm gonna sell my shares, someone's gonna talk shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna yo-yo and scalp them, someone's gonna talk shit. Someone's gonna have something to say no matter what. So do what's best for you, definitely. He said I wanted to sell because I don't want to miss out, and then I missed out because it crashed. And that's been a continuous thing. And I feel like that kind of deflates people too. Like eventually, my thing is I do think it goes up and down, and I do think it's got a while. Originally I had talked about just in AMC specifically that this, if it was going to squeeze, I still thought it had about a year left. So yeah, there's probably a couple good jumps and dumps still. But my thing is I would hate to sell and then it does squeeze and then you can't get back in. Like, oh my God. Then that's not to say, obviously how you said you're just going to sell some, whatever. Michaela, Dark Angel. I'm thinking AMC will go up to 20 this month or early next. It could. I mean, it's pretty unpredictable. But I would say this. I would say right now, it should be that would be, in my opinion, minus all the extra shareholders. It was just a regular stock, and it didn't have apes and retail behind it, and it was just a normal stock. I bet you it would be sitting around 20 to 30. Just looking into Cinemark, which obviously is a different company. They have different fundamentals. They have some certain differences, but all in all, it's the same type of company. Cinemark Holdings Incorporated is sitting at $19.63 right now. Okay. AMC is sitting at $4.85. AMC has more going on, making money. Like I just talked about in the beginning of this video, the popcorn that they started has profited. Don't quote me on this. I just read this, so I haven't done too much DD on it, but I read that they had made $8 billion of profit off of the popcorn, plus credit cards, plus movie distribution, plus their own snacks, plus candy and Highcroft and all these other things that they're doing. You know what I mean? So you kind of level things out. I definitely think that AMC should not, even minus all of us shareholders and all the people, retail apes, if you take all that off the table, no squeeze, just a regular play, and none of us are here, you can go into an alternate universe and just go look at it. The stock should be sitting at $20-$30, in my opinion. Who knows? So, but that's and that's the thing. That's the I guess the beauty of the play. It's like a blessing and a curse. You got one thing that's a blessing, one thing that's a curse. You're blessed because, in my opinion, for me, I'm blessed because I'm able to buy into a stock that I personally believe has a potential to give me life-changing money. And it's a curse because you got to sit here and go through the bullshit the whole time. And it may never happen. Who knows? But for me, it's worth the risk. So that's why I do what I do. So, yeah, but that's pretty much where it's sitting. GameStop the same. The algos look the same. Every once in a while, they kind of crisscross, but they always wind up at the same area. Like right now, they're trading sideways. Had a little bit of dip and a sideways movement. I think that personally, I think Thursday probably go up a little bit, not much. But anyways, man, I got a customer coming in. I'm going to take care of. Got a couple things to do here. I just wanted to jump in and tell y'all to stop fighting, man. You're not better than the other. Like, shit. So I'll get this money together, man. Dude looking drunk and confused. I'm feeling drunk and confused. I haven't even drank yet. Just exhausted as fuck. All right, man. Y'all be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Peace.